Hi, my name is Yasu from Japan, and in my video I drink Japanese sake and introduce Japanese sake in both Japanese and English because I want to drink sake and I want my Japanese friends and not the Japanese people to drink more sake, and I want you guys to drink Japanese sake because it's really good. I love drinking it and I want you to experience that as well. And my video is like all about drinking sake and I introduce this one, and today I'm drinking genbu. And while I drink, I do hitorigoto, which means in English talking to myself. So today I am drinking genbu, one of my favorite sake series. And while I'm drinking this one, I'm going to talk about the sudden surprise announcement by Bankofjapan that they're gonna ease the current policy. But basically, they said that they would actually allow 10 years government bond to increase or decrease plus minus 0.5%, which is quite shocking because before the announcement, it had been always plus minus 0.25%, but basically, zero. But out of nowhere, nobody predicted that the BOJ said that, oh, we're just gonna let it, up to 0.5% or like go down 0.5%. It was quite interesting to see, that's how it's affecting. But basically, stock in Japan went down dramatically, and then of course the interest rate on the 10 years bond actually went up, getting closer to 0.5%, of course. And then Japanese yen becoming stronger, but still low. I mean, much weaker though compared to the beginning of this year. But compared to the time that 1 USD 150 Japanese yen, Japanese yen become more stronger. I think right now it's like $1 is like 132 Japanese yen. So I'm gonna talk about that a little bit, and also like how this is gonna be affecting the housing loan in Japan. But first of all, my channel is all about drinking sake, so cheers. The first of all is smell. Did I introduce this sake? Okay, let me try first. A very clean, high quality, sweet rice smell. And then also like a smell of the rice as well. And then the flavor is soft, really delicate flavor. And I can taste the rice flavor. I can say sweet rice flavor. It's not fruity though. And then a little bit bitter, which I like. And then the bitterness usually comes with the rice, yamadanishiki rice. So this name of the sake is called GENBU, kawanakajima. It's a tokubetsu junmai sake. They use yamadanishiki rice to make this Japanese sake. So just for your information, the Japanese sake made out of yamadanishiki rice, there is usually very enjoyable bitter aftertaste. It's really nice. It's a raw, non-filtered sake produced by Shuzenkurano. That's the name of the sakebrewery. It's in Nagano prefectures. Very nice. I love it. So yeah, I think it has been a long time that BOJ, Bank of Japan, announced that we're gonna allow we're gonna change a little bit on the policy on the yield curve control, and then now we're just gonna allow it up to, like, if it goes up to 0.5%, we're just gonna let it be. It was quite shocking. Interest rate actually goes up, and that's really affecting the Japanese yen because it becomes stronger. But the stock price in Japan, it actually plummeted. And suddenly, like, a Japanese media, like, started to reporting that, okay, do they really consider people's lives? Now the housing loan is gonna go up. This is gonna be so bad for the Japanese economy, and then those people who use the financing options in Japan to buy their homes, they're gonna suffer so badly. So the question is it really true? I'm not sure, but it's certainly true that, housing loan, the mortgage would actually go up a little bit from January for sure. So the fixed rate home loan, the housing loan, the mortgage, it's there's a correlation between the fixed rate interest rate and then 10 years government bonds yield, the interest rate. And because of the change by the BOJ, the interest rate on the 10 years government bond is actually increasing. So there is actually the forecast among professionals that the fixed rate, interest rate for the housing loan in January is going to go up compared to what it is right now in December in Japan right now. And for your information, the fixed rate housing loan rate in Japan is like, you can just borrow it for like 35 years, completely fixed. The lowest that you can get is 1.65%. It's so low though. But the prediction is that it would actually go up to 1.9% in January. If you're watching this one, my video outside of Japan, then you might be surprised that increasing from 1.6 to 1.9, it's really nothing. You might feel that way, especially if you live in the US and so on, because the interest rate is really going crazy, going up and up. But one thing that you have to understand is that Japanese people's salary doesn't change. It doesn't increase. If anything, there is like, more tax and everything. So intake salary is actually decreasing. And on top of that, even 0.3% increase on the housing loan interest rate, it's just really going to affect people's borrowing power. So it's really not healthy. But that's what it is. So certainly, yes, most likely the housing loan for the fixed rate is going to go up from January, but not so much. And when it comes to floating rate, the 10 years government bond interest rate doesn't really affect that part. So people don't really have to worry about that, but like media doesn't cover that fact. And for your informations, let's say you work in Japan, you pay tax in Japan. At least you've been working in Japan 3 years for the same company, or let's say you have permanent residency visa and you're working for a company at least 1 year, then there's a possibility that you can use housing loan. You can use fixed rate one, and you can pick the floating rate. It's really up to you which one you want to use. However, for your information right now, the floating rate is only 0.9%. 4.75%. It's crazy low still. So you might feel tempted to use it, but nobody knows what's going to happen to this country, how the monetary policy is going to be changing. So you might want to consider, if that's available for you, then use the fixed rate interest rate option, because you know exactly how much you need to pay for the next 35 years, which is the longest that you can actually borrow the money to buy a home. So, very boring topic, and my channel is all about Japanese sake, and I really recommend GENBU orange bottle, kawanakajima tokubetsu jumai sake, made by yamadanishiki rice. Sakebrewery's name is shuzenkurano in Nagano prefectures. It's really nice. I love it. And let me just recap the smell and then flavor here. Very clean, elegant, sweet rice smell. Yeah, I really love this smell. And then the flavor is soft, good rice flavor, sweet little bit, and a little bit bitter. I just really love this sake. So yeah, please try this sake. And if there's any sake that you recommend, please let me know, because I want to try something new. And also from now on, I'm gonna ask you guys, please subscribe to my channel, and then I hope to see you in my next one. So take care, and じゃあね、bye.